What's up, everybody?
You look happy.
Yeah, we just won in a fun fashion.
How was the emotional experience of the final 2 minutes or so?
For me or for just the team? For me, calm. Speaking to coach throughout the week, we knew that this is an explosive offense. They can score at any moment. They can score. He said it before the game, a day before the game or so, that we get up by 2 touchdowns. Don't feel good or comfortable or anything like that. And that's what they did today. I mean, they made plays, and we knew it was going to be a shootout. We knew it was going to be one of those games, and obviously we have to play better on different sides of the balls and things like that. But us coming through in this way, I think this has been really the only way that we haven't this year. And so being able to show all the variety of ways to win the game that we can is really important for our confidence as an offense, as a team, and things like that. And the guys after the game, it doesn't matter that they put up how many ever points they put up. We're all excited for this win. This is a big moment for us, to be able to go into this next quarter of the season 5-3.
What does it say about a team, though, that after the onside kick and they score to go ahead with them? A lot of teams wouldn't have been able to come back just mentally.
That's what we are. When things don't go our way, when adversity hits, we find ways to win for each other. That's it. I think that's been what it's been this year. Offense not scoring, defense shows up. Defense and offense may give up a touchdown. Special teams puts us in good field position. We kick game winners and things like that. Today, we have to put up a bunch of points to be able to help our brothers. And I think us doing that today builds confidence in those guys on the other side of the ball. Obviously our side, but the other side of the ball, building confidence that they know that we have their back.
Your final pass today, can you just take us through that entire sequence?
Yeah. In that moment, I was a little bit of an emotional roller coaster just because it was around 30 so seconds or around that time. And, you throw that pass and you want to get in field goal range and get down, clock it, and then kick the game-winning field goal. Colston made a great play. O-line blocked well. Threw a solid ball to Colston. He made a great play for us, bouncing off a few tackles and taking it the distance. And so in that moment, it's like Steph Curry with Steve Kerr, where it's like, oh, no, yes. So that's where I was in that moment. Like I said, Colston made a great play for us. That's why he's here.
You're a little nervous he's going to get caught there?
Yeah, I was. I saw, I think it was 28 starting to track him down, and I was like, let's go, Colston. Pick up the legs and get in the end zone. You've took it the distance now. Go finish the game.
Ben said that he was looking for a coverage.
Yeah, we were looking for that coverage.
When you see that coverage, and you know the play call, what's kind of going through your head?
Yeah, in that moment, I'm, when he calls it, I'm wishing. I know exactly what coverage he was wanting for that one play. Throughout the whole game, we were hunting it the whole game, and in that moment, before actually that moment, we were on the sideline. When him and I were on the sideline speaking, he was like, "I think we're going to get this coverage here in this moment," and it's awesome when you got a coach like that. I think we ended up getting the coverage, just like I said, threw a solid ball, O-line blocked well. Like I said, Colston made a great play for us.
I don't know what you call that, Philly specialist.
Yeah, we called it a hot potato. It looks like you're hot potatoing the ball around to different people 4 times, and so 1 to Rome, 1 to Rome, 1 to DJ, and then back to me. It was something we've been practicing for the past 2 weeks, and it finally showed up on game day. It was a big play for us.
Did you have a 2-catch game?
Whatuld you say?
Think you'd have a 2-reception game?
I actually did think I was going to have a 2-catch game. Both of those plays were plays that we've been practicing, and they actually look really good in practice. The hot potato ended up looking really good this week, and then the play before it looked good, kind of immediately. So I felt really confident, and I know Coach felt really confident about calling in those moments, and they showed up for us.
Did you feel that they defensively were kind of just treating you like a decoy and not really taking the threat seriously? That you
of me running
on both plays where you caught a pass?
Oh, yeah. Typically defenses don't necessarily account for the quarterback unless it's like a zone read or things like that. So, it happens like that where defense account for the 10 other players on the offense, and that's really typically how it goes. And that's even typically how it goes with quarterbacks running and things like that. Like I was doing today, just taking off when it wasn't there, trying to just stay on track, help us get back in range and things like that. So defense accounts for typically the 10 players on the field instead of the quarterback.
Did you ever run camps at USC before?
Yeah, I've had a couple catches throughout my career, USC, high school, things like that.
How did you manage your own ups and downs throughout the game?
Yeah, I think I had one moment where I was just frustrated. We ended up, I think it was I think it was a fumble near midfield, and we didn't score in that moment. We ended up getting 3, and I know that would have helped us tremendously, being able to get that 7 points right there. The way we were rolling, we should have, and I really wish we did. So I got a little frustrated in that moment, but other than that, just calm throughout the game, understanding that it was going to be one of these type of games.
How would you summarize the day, Kyle?
The day with Dre Swift down, we needed somebody to step up in that position, and that's what he did for us. It was expected of him. I know not by necessarily the outside world, but from inside, we know how hard of a runner he is, the type of back he is, and things like that. And to be able to step up while Dre Swift is down was a big for us.
With your athleticism and everything, what do you think it'll show on film? Do you think teams will have to watch you more?
Yeah, it's something that I've need to be more conscious of myself to be able to help this team. I think my legs can be dangerous in any moment, but definitely in key moments. And so when they cover the guys down, don't always have to scramble and just do those cool plays and things like that. On scramble drill, go get the yardage, get down, live to fight for another down. When the big shots come, or anything like that, the completions, checkdowns, whatever, just make them and keep the team moving.
Caleb, halftime probably feels like a year ago, but what was kind of going through your guys' mind? Because you have that drive that ends in the missed field goal,
Yep.
and you weren't able to push the ball very far.
Yep.
But you had a lot of success throughout the early part of the game. So what's kind of your mentality at that moment?
Yeah, going into halftime.
Yeah, just the 2-minute play.
Yeah. So it was frustrating just because we pride ourselves on being able to be good in the middle 8. And not being able to get points right there, especially versus a team like this. They were up at that moment. We wanted to, tie it. It was 17-20, I think, a half, right? Wanted to tie it up in that moment and going into half, feeling solid about ourselves in that moment. And so when we got into the locker room, we were moving the ball well. We understood that. I understood that. So it's just getting back on track when we get back out there. We're getting the ball, coming back out. And so go score, put up points. And be effective in that way to help our team. All good.
The Bears have not traditionally been a team that wins
Yep.
shootout games.
Yep.
In fact, this is the first time they've ever won giving up this many points. How much excitement has been brought to the offense when you guys go through the week and you see these creative ideas being put into the game plan?
Yeah, I think that excitement, I think Ben actually sometimes wishes for a little bit more excitement when he's installing it, but we're all just kind of focused on trying to make sure the play looks good. But, in the moments and things like that, we practice these plays like they're a base play that we've been running since training camp. And so, we feel confident. We feel extremely confident about when the play is called that it's going to work and we're going to go execute it. And I think that's kudos to Coach and how he coaches us and how he pushes us. But it's also kudos to, the players and belief in each other and when he calls it that it's going to work. And so, I think in these moments, in those moments, I think the guys have belief that we're going to go win those games. And so having those moments, come up and finding ways to win only provides confidence for us, and we got to keep going.
DJ said his passes were pretty bad when
Yeah,
you guys
they
were
were
running that through the
I didn't want to say it, but I dropped a few in those moments working up for those passes. And so being able to call it, this week and, get it right, make it look good was important for Coach and us. And so we made it happen. It was a great play for us.
Why is it called hot potato?
It basically looked like it's just hot potato with the ball, just misdirections, things like that, and go make a play.
Thanks, guys.
Hot potato. The Bears.